The Winnipeg Blue Bombers are 7.5-point favorites over the Saskatchewan Roughriders on Sunday. The Bombers have won both Labor Day Classics since the CFL returned in 2021, though they've not won 3 in a row since 1982. Been a while. Can the Bombers win and cover in Regina?
I'm taking the Riders this week, boys. And that's not to say I don't think that the Bombers are the better team. Winnipeg went in there in week 2, 145-27. But I have a hard time in any year seeing Winnipeg go into Saskatchewan and win twice. That is a huge ask. I think the Bombers are going to win the Banjo Bowl handily, I guess a week and a half from now. But right now, I'm taking the Riders this week, and I feel good about it. You're getting a touchdown. This is a team that has traditionally, they won 11 straight Labor Day Classics from 2005 to 2015. Some of those years, they were the much better team. Some of those teams, they were the worst team. It doesn't seem to matter on Labor Day. I'm rolling with the green and white.
That's a shocking pick, especially considering Jake Dolegala is still at quarterback for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. He looked good against the BC Lions, but we saw some cracks in the second half as the Lions started to mount their comebacks. I think that's more of the Jake Dolegala that we'll get to see this week. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers are clearly the better team. I'm taking them to win, but because the Riders are coming off a bye week and it is Labor Day and anything can happen, I will pick the Riders to cover if this line is above 6.5.
There are a couple things that worry me here. First of all, the Roughriders coming off a bye week. And second of all, the Blue Bombers absolutely dominating the Alouettes, because we know the Bombers can bounce back from outings that they don't play so well in. And even though they got a win in Calgary, I think a lot of people around that Winnipeg Football Club felt like it was a loss just based on the way that they played. So it's an ideal spot to lay the points with the Riders at home, a big-time underdog in the Labor Day Classic. So that's what I'm going to do, but I still think the Bombers find a way to win the game because I'm with JC here. Jake Dolegala was great, but Sam Emilus ain't going to make catches on top of people's heads all the time. I think he can continue to do it here and there, but there were some errant throws there I felt like that Emilus went and got, especially that unbelievable catch of the year candidate that he jumped up using his near 40-inch vertical and caught for a touchdown. So I think the Riders have some things going their way, but remember how Jake Dolegala looked, was it last year in the Banjo Bowl? I know there was a sickness going through the Riders at that point. It wasn't so good. He's got much more experience now, but I feel good about taking the Riders plus the points, as long as they stay over a touchdown. If it gets under a touchdown, then I'm taking the Bombers.